You or someone you know probably has a prescription they get filled at a local pharmacy.
But what if your store closes down? It's a real concern as retail pharmacy chains announce plans to close locations across the country.
Well, all new tonight, THV 11's Ian Russell takes a look at what that could mean when it comes to getting the medications you need.
Which arm do you want to get yours in?
At Arch Street Pharmacy in Little Rock, Dr. Charlie Tucker and his staff have been here a long time, staples in this part of town.
We're a hub in this community and love serving it.
They need to be. The next closest pharmacy isn't that close. A Walgreens miles away, a few other local pharmacies a bit further south. Without Arch Street Pharmacy, there aren't a lot of options for people to get their prescriptions filled.
So yeah, it's very important for this community.
And with recent news of larger pharmacy chains closing locations, Dr. Tucker knows them being here is as important as ever.
You know, if that pharmacy closes down, then that's created a desert. The next pharmacy may be 5 miles down the road. It could be 20 or 30 miles down the road.
A pharmacy desert, a gap in coverage with patients left looking for somewhere else to get their medications. It's a growing concern after retail chains like CVS, Walgreens, and Rite Aid announced plans to close hundreds of locations over the next few years. In some places, that could leave local pharmacists to pick up those prescriptions.
I never want to see a business close down. You know, those are lives, those are paychecks, those are families being supported. Those are people we know in the community that are working there, so we don't want to see that happen.
These closures can also impact where you can and can't get your medication. If you're only allowed to get it at, say, Walgreens and your local store shuts down, that can create a headache.
Where's the next nearest Walgreens? You know, it could be several miles away, not conveniently located.
We're seeing pressures in the market for all across chains and independents.
Dr. Nikki Hilliard at the Arkansas Pharmacists Association knows these issues could have a wide impact, leaving many pharmacists wondering what will happen if more and more locations close.
So I think they can react to the environment very quickly. Arkansas is blessed to have one of the strongest independent pharmacy states in the country.
She says local pharmacists should be able to handle that potential increase in patients. And even if someone wasn't able to drive to pick up their prescriptions, local pharmacies can usually help.
My dad's elderly and they deliver his medicines once a month to, and even though I could get to there and pick them up, but it's nice to have them delivered to his home. And for so many people, they don't have another access.
No matter the future of the pharmacy near you, the message from Drs. Hilliard and Tucker is simple.
Support the local community. I think that's critical to making sure that we don't have pharmacy deserts across the state.
I'm more than willing to fill that gap if there's a you know, a pharmacy that closes nearby. You know, we'll do whatever we have to take care of these patients in this community.
In Little Rock, Ian Russell, THV 11 News.